So let's look at the example of Abraham Lincoln. In 1831, he failed in business. In 1832, he ran for the state legislature, was defeated. In 1833, he failed in business again. In 1834, he was elected to the state legislature. In 1835, his sweetheart died. In 1836, he had a nervous breakdown. In 1838, he ran for Speaker of the state legislature, was defeated. In 1840, he ran for elector, was defeated as well. In 1843, he ran for Congress, was defeated. In 1846, he was elected to Congress. In 1848, he ran for Congress again and was defeated. In 1855, he ran for the Senate and was defeated. In 1856, he ran for the Vice President, was defeated. In 1858, he ran for the Senate and was defeated. As you can see from Abraham Lincoln's example, he had failed many times. And if he had been afraid of failure and stopped where he was, we would never have a great president like him. Failure can create unexpected opportunities. So let's look at this example of a young athlete. Her name's Michelle. She was involved in an accident when she was young, and she has to use a wheelchair. When she was a young girl, her cousin asked her to play basketball, but she always refused. She felt her braces and wheelchair make her look handicapped. But eventually, with the encouraging teacher, she decided to give it a try. And she loved basketball as a sport. One day in the lunchroom, she told someone that she hoped to play against a really good wheelchair players in the Special Olympics. A girl heard her talking and told someone else, saying, "Can you imagine a bunch of crippled people playing basketball?" And that remark really hurtful for Michelle. So afterward, she decided she wanted to prove to be a great player. She joined her high school's wheelchair basketball team, but in the game against a rival high school, things gone really poorly. Throughout the game, her teammates would pass her the ball as soon as they got it, but the opposing player double and triple teamed her. So she lost the ball, or she threw up shots that does not hit anything. She missed an easy layup. She got fouled a couple times, and she missed 3 free throws. She got very distressed. Her team was lost 33-12. Afterward, she gave some thoughts about what she wanted to do next. It took her a while to actually calming down and finally admit that she was one of the worst players on the team. She knew she needed more practice, so she began to practice more. She began to play with some other friends where she found on the court. Initially, it was a little scary, but then she got better. When the school started again, all her practice started paying off, and her team is also having better chemistry than previous year. They ended up playing in the city championship against the same team, and they were able to beat them 29-17. She became one of the most valuable players on the team. She was very close to quit basketball altogether, but then failure is just another lesson that helped her to be more successful. Here are some of the questions I encourage you to think about. Think back to something you have failed at. What did you learn from that experience? Anything positive coming out of that experience? Do you look at failure differently now after we provided these examples?